but if you can some, I mean, to me it's quite clear that you can function without the ego. But I still get, there is this assumption that I am separate. And I think the separation is really the ego.
I don't know what you necessarily mean by the ego. There can be, and because there's so many different, so there can be a removal of that person that's sticking to the body and emotions and ideas, and when that collapses, there can be the point where the whole world disappears, and that sometimes here seems hard to function like that. So sometimes an I am or some energy needs to come back in order to function. But the sticking to things can completely disappear. But sometimes there needs to be a form of self-awareness of why. That's what happens here. I don't know for other people. Talking about Tony Parsons, he says that that can completely disappear, but I don't know if I believe the way he speaks. I'm open to it being right or wrong.
Yeah, okay. So you, yeah, I'm fine with it. I am fine. My ego is fine with your answer.
Yeah. What is our ego is like?
Sorry?
Attachment ego. What is for your ego?
I don't know. I don't really use that word, but the sense of the suffering, what I call, is the person that sticks to thoughts and ideas and emotions and feelings, and I am the body. But then when that dissolves, there then can be a whole. There can be a whole. I mean, like, if there's total disidentification happening, I don't know if there could be physical functioning happening. But it's an irrelevant thing because I don't know if people know what that is. To totally disidentify with everything that appears.
You do.
I think that the Ashanti was talking about this, that sometimes he would see people so disidentified that he would see them taking food and they would not know kind of what to do with this because they were so...
Yeah, and it happened to Ramana, I think, when sitting in the cave as well.
Dat happened to Yuji Krishnamurti.
It happened to him.
He didn't even know what's up. He had to learn everything. What's the name of everything?
Yeah, it happened to a friend actually, just thinking about it as well. For 3 months she was unable to really do anything for herself. So I don't know about that, but there can be the end of what I call suffering, and then lots of other things can happen as well. But the end of suffering is the attachment to the person that I am this body, that I am my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings. Then there can be a whole level of disappearance where... I mean, when this body physically dies, like in Buddhism they call that nirvana. That you're not totally free until the body dies. And when the body dies, that's absolute nirvana.
Yeah.
God knows what that is, though. Like, these are all bits that are mysterious while the human body is still experiencing.
And energy again. Energy again.
But some people sound like they know they've got the answer to it, but how do we ever know? We only ever know that aliveness.